ear just catch my buzz. These right here just catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it?
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, Murray. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First down carry by Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the carry. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No one advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Herbert. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together. They had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Murray took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Murray going to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Again, it's 4th down.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Now Murray off play action. Steps away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Brought down at the 30.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. He finds Beckham complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Jr.
Odell Beckham, his his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, at pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people, and oftentimes you come up wrong on your ankles trying to tackle him.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Panthers nothing.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 11 at the 36-yard
play fake. Murray. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. Pretty move. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Gain of 16 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Looking downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin. His 6th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Panthers nothing. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. First down, Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. And they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On second down, it's Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They snap it to Herbert. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Now a dump off here complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 4 at the Panthers' 13-yard line.
Herbert throwing again. That's going to be caught by Jeudy. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. On the ground, Geis, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Panthers nothing. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it, but if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire, and they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Murray now. He'll buy some time right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows and just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions have plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go with Geis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Everyone got four down. Check 55 to
To throw again on second down. Murray. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
I got you, boy. Line 55. Push him back. Push him back.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. 55.
10th carry now for Elliott. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
45 to the mark. Big stop, D. Big stop.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. To throw is Murray. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. After the sack on 1st down, Murray. The quick slant caught. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Daniil Hunter. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brian Burns. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd.
They'll go again to Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll run for it. Geis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
This is Geis.
45 yards.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the off season. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. This is caught, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown.
Jerry Judy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Boswell for the extra point.
Point after.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
The score, Buccaneers 28, Panthers nothing. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Flush to his right. And his pass incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
No, and I think he went backward. He did. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with it.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 23. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They stay on the ground. Geis again. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
At the 30-yard line.
Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Rolling to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Murray. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Ezekiel Elliott. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Murray from midfield. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Throwing again, Murray. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Herbert dancing to his left. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural.
Yeah, but I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Tampa Bay, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.